Now insertion sort is really simple, just like selection sort and bubble sort is. It's just a few lines. Now the way to differentiate bubble sort, insertion sort from the other algorithms like bubble sort and selection sort is that selection sort has two for loops. Alright, and insertion sort has a for loop and inside of it is a while loop. Bubble sort has a while loop and inside of it is a for loop. Okay, I mean, of course they can give you different ways. You probably can make it with two for loops or two while loops as well, but the way I'm gonna code it, okay, so that you remember if you're struggling with remembering or you're getting confused with the different types of sorting algorithms, the way I'm gonna code it will hopefully make it simple for you to understand by using this way, that a for loop is inside of a while or a while is inside of a for loop. Okay, so yeah, now when you're coding insertion sort, your for loop, which is the outer loop, you're gonna make I equal 1, right, and you're gonna loop I till the end. So I is gonna be starting at number 4, basically the element 4, so this is the index 1, and it's gonna end till the end right there. Alright, then inside of this for loop you're gonna have two variables. One is gonna be current, okay, and what current is the current value of I, or the current element which I is pointing to. Okay, that's you're gonna store into current. Then you're gonna create another variable called j, and inside of j, by the way, what j is it's going to be 1 less than I, so I minus 1, like that. So if I is say 4, then j is going to be 100 because it's at one less position than where I is. So this is just basically the crux of the matter. Then we have our trusty while loop. Okay, so inside of this while loop you're gonna have your array, and inside of that you're gonna put j, you're gonna index j, and you're gonna compare if j's value is greater than current. Okay, basically the value of I is that smaller than the value of j, meaning is 4 smaller than that, than 100. That's what you're just going to compare. You're going to see if that j, which is like 100, right, and I, which is a 4, you're going to compare the two. Alright, but here, unlike selection sort, we're not going to have, like that swap function where we have a int temporary and we assign, that whole 3-line code for swapping. We're not going to have that here. What we're going to do is directly say array j plus 1 is equal to array j. Okay, this basically says this, that j plus 1, okay, so assume my j is this, is 100. Now j plus 1 is 4, so I want 4 value to be 100. So I'm going to take this 100, I'm going to throw it on this 4, so our array is going to look like that. Okay, but now you're going to ask, where did the 4 go to? Well, 4 is stored in current, so we still have 4. That's why we put that, we took array and put it into current. Alright, so we don't have to worry about that. And then in the second line you want to do j minus minus. Basically you're swapping, right? Or not really swapping, you're comparing all the time. Okay, and you're doing j minus minus. Now the point is that once you can, this is a while loop, and when this condition is true, alright, then you do j minus minus. There's gonna come a point in time where j is gonna be 0. Okay, and then you don't want j to be minus minus, so that's why we're gonna have a condition, okay, like and, okay, we want our j to be positive or equal to 0. Okay, because we're doing j minus minus, we don't want our j to be 0 and then even -1, -2, -3. Then we need an array. Okay, actually not an array, we're gonna, outside of this for loop, we're gonna reference j plus 1. Okay, now once j is equal, minus minus, what this loop does is it brings I, alright, i's value to where it should be, meaning assume I have an array of 31, 34, and maybe 21, like that. I'm gonna put a 1 at the end. So now once it's okay, let's just do it like that. Okay, so now 21 should be first. Now it's gonna, this loop, what this while loop is gonna do is that it's gonna compare 21, okay, and it's gonna carry 21, it's gonna put 34 there, it's gonna put 21 inside current, so current is equal to 21, and then 34 is going to first come here, then 31 is gonna come here, and then we have this value right over here. Now what insertion sort is going to do is that it's not insertion sort, what this line of code is going to do is that it's going to throw this current value inside this. Okay, so 21 like that. Okay, so I'm going to say equal to current, because remember, what you're going to ask, why is it j plus 1? I mean, remember, j minus minus has made this value so far less, I mean, in this case it's gonna be -1. So at -1, when we plus 1, it's gonna make it 0, and then that's why it's 21 is at the first element inside of the array. So that's just basically insertion sort in a nutshell. Now once I run this code, you're gonna see that actually, what's wrong here? Oh, n. What n is basically, it's the size of the array. So I can say basically int n is equal to 5, and I can just replace 5 with n wherever I see n. So yeah, that's what it is. And you can see it sorted our array out. So yeah, thanks for watching.